learned from the lesson. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a little, but I still reinvest it. Fear how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down, hold it down, we gon' get it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Today, we are going to talk about a pretty insane play. I have it up here, how we turned literally $50 into $1,200 net profit. So you can see the play here. We bought these Zoom contracts April 24th. We bought 10 of them at 5 cents a pop for 50 cents. And then that was at 2:15. And by 2:30, 2:33, we were fully sold out of all 10. And you could see the various prices and exit strategy. Now, this isn't going to be a video of me just telling you this and showing you the chart and showing you in retrospect, because that was not how we made this play. Somebody asked me, how did you time it? Timing isn't necessarily the word I would use for it, and it was more or less just responding. And this is a very big point of something I've said in my other strategy videos when we've talked about it, but spreads and events. And now this was more or less an event, but I'm going to lean more towards the news spot, and it's towards interpreting news and how to interpret and give something weight. But now what I'm saying is in real time, how do you spot that quickly? Because timing of this, it's not necessarily the timing as much as it is interpreting and being pretty much getting information. Information is gold. I have the video that we have a video on how to find news, and I'm sure that's going to be a follow-up to this. We will talk about that. That is even one of the keys. So let me get into that. We'll go over the keys and all that and explain that. But what I'm trying to show you is that for the rest of this video, I'm actually going to clip this from the live stream. So if you do not know, we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. So drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed, and we better see you there in the morning. But in all seriousness, we are a news source. So this is our watch list main channel. This is where we're doing the recaps, but you could come to the live streaming channel. It is free. It costs you nothing. Even this play, you will see what I'm talking about. It's all done live. And given the nature of reacting quickly, you saw me execute on this platform. You saw my trade alert, but I brought it up relatively quickly. There is no more than a few seconds delay. So we are a place to get the news. YouTube.com/thestockmarket. Is this a shameless plug? Is this video clickbait? Is this all just to get you to come here? No, because this is literally what happened, and this is what I'm saying. You're going to see it, but the main things, I'm just going to commentate over it. I'm going to show you how to use this stream, but what happened here with this play, and shout out, I think it was Luis and everybody else, and shout out Mr. Hits and everybody else. This is why we have the chat. This is why we want you to be positive and respectful, simply because if you keep it on topic, we could bounce information around, and that's what happened. So what I'm going to show you now is the live stream clip, and you'll see how you could get to it and everything. But the key in what happened, why were we able to make this? Again, we were early. That's why they were willing to sell it to us so cheap on the market maker, whoever had that order open. We don't know. But why did Zoom drop, and how were we able to time this or figure this out? This was because Facebook dropped or made an announcement that they're going to be having a Zoom-like competitor. So that news naturally brought the stock down. If you're not familiar, that is a type of news. It really depends how it is, and sometimes the market takes it at certain spots. But considering Zoom and how much it's gone up, and then even Facebook, this one had weight. But you will see in real time what gave it away was Mark Zuckerberg live streaming. So you're going to watch this live, and there is a little bit of profanity. I tried to cut certain parts out. Again, this is very live. It's very raw. And you even get to see it at one point. We're like, wait, Zuckerberg's live? That doesn't happen. And that was part of it, is understanding the scope of news, is what I've talked about. Ultimately being able to react and doing so in a risk management way. And what I mean by that is there's a reason we put $50 instead of $500 or $1,000. Yeah, you could have made a lot more. And if we timed this play, if we held it, if I didn't cut out too earlier, you would have actually turned $50 into $6,000 instead of $1,200. So we didn't execute the best we could have, but still a good takeaway. But at the end of the day, the key is small amounts for any of these types of plays. So let's get right into it. Okay, so this is the recap from the stream. If you go to youtube.com/thestockmarket, this will be the latest stream, streamed 11 hours ago. So this is Friday, the day I'm shooting it. You guys are seeing this here in the morning, but this was Friday close. So this is the chat, and this is a new source. And this is what I'm saying. Can get a
this
push
is how
because
I
you have
got it.
nothing
So
to
now
lose.
you could listen here on
So
the stream. I'm
it
going
would
to
be
press
wise.
play.
That's why
and
I'm
this
like,
is what we're doing. This is
when
trading.
everything's
We're
doing
sitting
good, I thought
we're
the plan's
waiting.
done.
We've already.
But
I made a play
now,
right before that on
it's like,
Guild.
okay,
Actually,
you already lost
seeing
two
the
legs,
nature
might
of
as well.
this was news.
You see what I'm
and this was
saying?
developing.
That's kind of what it's
notice
getting down
what
to.
I say and then reacting to this in real time. And then look at shout out Luis right here. Boom. That was the first one. He's the first one who said it. So you guys will get to hear the next part. Zuckerberg is live streaming like him? Is he talking?
because we should watch that. Let's see if he's, because Zuckerberg does not make that many public appearances. Yeah, that never happened. Yeah. So you can see right there, right off the bat, the first thing, somebody said that in the chat. That's the first thing we got. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then you could see even Eagle Eye and other people in the chat. They're like, yeah, that's pretty weird. But I said that was important. We should watch that. Now, even at this moment, I showed it after the play on my screen. People kept talking about it. And then I even got into, what's it called? I was getting it ready. We were kind of joking around, and you'll see what happens there. But I was starting to look. I was trying to find that information to see how we could access that. But that was the news. That was the key piece of information to say, wait a minute. So that got my attention. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have. If this was a normal announcement, we wouldn't have got this news as early, because it would have just came out and everybody pretty much would have got it at the same time. It would have been a rush, and who knows, really. But that was kind of a giveaway right there as far as news and interpretation. So let's keep watching, because we saw it. There was a little bit of news. We've been talking about it, and then we proceeded to go to the coin flip proprietary CP or CF. That's what we call it. Proprietary CF. See, even at this point, I'm joking around, and you'll see it. That's what I'm saying. This is very live and raw. You're seeing how once the news dropped and how we responded. Is he actually on? So even here at this point, I'm like, I said, I'm like, is he actually on? And we're trying to figure this out. And then there's pretty much a minute has gone by since the first time. That's weird. Why would he do that? See, and then you could hear me. You could hear me right there saying that now, and somebody said that there's going to be weird. Where is it? Yeah, right there. So shout out Crazy Gay, but it says Zuck says I'll be going live to share some new product updates we've been working with. So you could see before this breaks, he was kind of setting up into it, but we did not have the stream on yet. And then I start joking around about it. I'll be like, Zuck, what are you doing? Oh no, that's scary. Cause like, why? I'm like, Zuckerberg, don't you have an advisor? Why are you going live before earnings? Nobody taught you this? So even there, right there, that was I'm joking around right there. So I was saying some other stuff. I didn't put that one in there, but you could watch the clip. It was, we're messing around here, and I'm making light of this issue. It's like, what is Zuckerberg doing? But like I'm saying, Facebook's earnings is in 5 days. Why is he doing a live stream, and then why are they doing a product announcement? Again, pay attention to how the situation develops. And now look, I'm midway joking around, and you will watch now. This is Mr. Hits. He starts, this is why Mr. Hits is in our chat and he spams. Shout out Mr. Hits, baby. But now this is the news. So think about it. I had a few different clues, like why is Zuck streaming? Why is it happening before earnings? He said he's going to talk about a product, and now boom, he says they're unveiling rooms to rival Zoom. So pretty much, you don't even need to know what that means. Just literally Facebook. You made all that money Zoom. And you didn't have those one, are some like giveaway, even unveil new product. And this is like even I call it the Amazon effect. Don't say Amazon anything about in, your now stock Mr. or Hitch drops on the news, Twitter. So it takes me a while. I'm midway joke, and I'm even clearly no one taught that to Elon. And I love Elon. Okay, I love Elon. We are good friends. We're actually neighbors, but we just different. We just have viral. Here it is. Wait. What? Listen. Unveils room to rival. Oh, that's why he's. Oh, that fucker. So that is that's the line I left it on. But you see it. I'm talking midway, and you can kind of hear me. I'm like, wait, what? And that's me processing at that moment. I instantly throw up Zoom and then just take a look. We get one big drop. There's your call out. Now count. So, boom, that was about 8 seconds from around when we were going, but that's by the time, I think it was within 5 seconds. You can see here now, this is, I did it on this platform. You see it says new alert. Now you're going to be like, dude, you didn't do that live. Just listen. But there's that. This is what I'm saying. You can see the first part of that, so keep watching. Yo, I grabbed Zoom. I grabbed the daily. I put $50 on the YOLO. I did $50 on the YOLO on that Zoom. I did it on here. I just grabbed those. I got the 165 puts. I got 10 of them at 5 cents. So you saw the call out. We threw it there on screen, and now it starts to react. But now take note of the timing, and even if you went back on the option chain, this is a lesson we're going to have to talk about and bring up, but you'll see here for moving on. Let's just see. We could probably ghetto spread those or do something. That's my $50 YOLO. That's a total gamble. But still, I'll take that news. So, and that was the key. I said I will take that news, understanding it's a daily play. is a YOLO. It's going to expire in like 2 hours or something like that. But there was news accompanied with it. But like I'm saying, it's a YOLO, and I understood it. So I said, that's my $50. The key is I still understood I need to go in small. If I'm going to take that risk, it's like it's not really too big of a shot, but those contracts are really cheap. So $50 got me a decent quantity. And now, why did I go for Zoom? Zoom is a big mover, and it's been in the middle of all this. If it's ran up 30-40% or something like that since the start of this. So you see how that could impact them. But it's one of those stocks. It's a lower flow. It's going to move in dollars. So I was able to get a little further out of the money or pay that 5 cents. And since it's a daily, it kills all the premium on the contract. So keep watching. Oh, those went up to 30 cents already. Fuck yeah. Now they're at 40 cents. I'm selling them back. I'm selling 3 of them. So watch here. Filled on that. Literally, almost instantly, I'm already up. I've already doubled the amount. I sold 3 back at 40. And boom. Here's the call out. That. I bought those at $50. Sold 3 of them at 120. I'm gonna hold the rest of them for the end of the day if this goes crazy. I haven't even got to put out the stream alert. That was too. This is breaking news. That's too fast. So at this point, like I'm saying, I made that play so quickly, and that's why I called it right away, because this news was breaking, and this is why we made the stream. And even you'll see what I was even referencing with the stream alerts. So at this point, I execute the first play. It's breaking news. We're letting the stream alerts know. I send out those texts, but I was already in and out. And that was just because of, you could see this drop here. It plummeted, but like I said, we were very early on that, The timing, it was just breaking, so we already got in. And then when you started to see it go, it really barely started to break again. Just take a look at the chat by now. So that was pretty much it. I mean, as far as the commentary and watching, if you guys do want to watch the whole clip and even how I executed this and sold off, again, the reason why it was a daily contract going to expire in a few hours, I made sure I got my initial investment back. And I even said in the video, even after I sold them, I said I'm just going to hold those till the rest of the day. If I did, I would have made a lot more money, but I didn't. And again, and that's just understanding that this contract expires today. And if you are familiar with these volatile moves, it could bounce. So I thought I got a good bottom tick on it, I think around right here, but we didn't. But I sold in increments, and that's what I did. I sold 3, holding 7. Then I was like, okay, I'll sell these for $80. Got 240 back. So then it kept going up. Those doubled. I was like, okay, I'll sell 2 more. Then that doubled again. I was like, okay, I'll sell 1 more. And then I held the last one. I was going to hold that till the end of the day. I was like, nah, I'll just take it. I like the profit again. It was $50 initial investment, but the total net profit was $1,200. So check out that play. Hopefully that live commentary was able to help in some way. But now let me just leave you with some basic keys. And the first one is, it's just knowing, finding that play, like how do you replicate it? This is a few and far between opportunity, but we sit here every day, we're prepared. And maybe, again, if you don't know, if you aren't ready for that, you're new or you don't have the time, come in, tune in, stream. You see how valuable it is, and it's the importance of getting the news. Watch that news video and know now, thank God, I trust those guys in there. I know people in there, Mr. Hits and all the people, and I'm able to verify the news also in real time because I know where to check the news sources. So again, using sites like Twitter, being subscribed to all the sites, because eventually everybody did break this, CNBC and all that. But the point was, we were early, and being early was it was a ridiculous, it was a 3,500 or 2,500% difference. But it's also now understanding the scope of news. So I understood that. That's why I took the risk, but I didn't take too much risk. And now this is just a good example of saying when something that doesn't usually happen, take key factors. It's not always going to be like this, but now you have a learning experiences. Why is a company coming before earnings? Why are they doing any announcement days before earnings? That's a giveaway that's saying, okay, there could be something there. And then now when somebody or something or a government entity or anything does something that it usually does not do, that is also one of those things, okay, that could be more important right there. And that was Zuckerberg coming live. And that's what I'm saying. It sounds weird, but hopefully you see now you could get the news and it could be anywhere. If you really think about that after what I just showed you, before it hit the wires, what was going on? It was literally this development of, we were sitting there joking around. We just made a play on Guild. We're talking there. We're waiting. We're still scanning. This is what scanning looks like. Someone's like, oh, Zuckerberg, you saw that whole conversation and what we're going through, but now he says something on the stream before that gets hit by any of the wires. This wasn't like a pre-planned announcement. People were hearing that, and then people were reacting. So, but the point was, we already had the jump, and by the time we knew he was live to then people were dropping clues in the chat, and then we get a confirmation. It's easy to strike from there, but the news could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be these pre-release stuff or you could get news just listening to something on the television. You could get it. It's just the key is interpretation, not necessarily where you're getting it from, but having resources and access as you get more advanced in that, it does help out. So we have the videos on that, but you're even seeing now at the very least what the YouTube live stream that we have provides for you, and it's free. The next thing is, like I'm saying, these opportunities are few and far between. You don't need a new brokerage. You just need an additional one. So if you were on Robinhood, it wouldn't let you trade a daily. Even I have a referral code for Tasty. You could use that. I get paid off it. Amen. God bless you. But Tasty's even a little weird about it too sometimes. Some people have said they've sold out, or again with exercise and stuff, they could be a little weird. If you want, you saw me do it on E-Trade. You could use E-Trade. Thinkorswim is another one. I'd say the more legit brokerages that don't really just hand out trading and leverage, so that way they'll let you trade the dailies on there, but understand the risk now. And understand, you don't need to go make and change your whole plan. And that's what I'm saying. If you want to trade, this is something that supplements. Like this is helpful. These are nice to hit depending on the environment. This used to happen a lot more when the market was more news driven. Obviously, we're reacting to something else. However, you don't need to go change your whole strategy and plan to find this. And if you're like, I didn't get this play, I missed it, it's not like something's wrong with you. It's not like you're not getting anything. This was a mix of being prepared and striking at the right time. That's it. So if you didn't have your brokerage or whatever it may be, don't beat yourself up over it. Now you know how to get prepared. And this is what I'm saying. You just get another additional brokerage. You could have that set up. That's why I have this one, and that's why I executed it on this one. Usually, if I had time, I would go look around, or if I saw it, but I saw that news. I put 2 and 2 together real fast. I was like, I didn't have time to go to any other broker. I looked at it on this E-Trade. Boom, I hit it right away. I went. Get prepared so you could be able to do that. But it's not, again, this is only going to happen so many times. But now the last thing is the window, and this is the window of opportunity. And go watch the video. It seemed like it happened a lot faster in real life. It was really, really slow in a weird way. And what I mean is that you don't have to go for the daily contract. That is extremely risky. And please do not trade anything you see here. But you don't have to go with the daily. You could always go 1 week out. You could go for the monthly. In that case, you still could have made a lot of money and did good. I don't know necessarily how good. I actually didn't check, and we could double check. But at the end of the day, there's still a window where you could have striked. And some people are like, oh, well, this or that. But even if you couldn't play the daily and didn't have a Robinhood, you could have went to the next week. The fact was we were so early on the news and the market hasn't anticipated. Again, we knew some stuff here, even how Zoom moved and all that. You could have striked anywhere on the chain and been pretty good. So even if you got next week, these were even right there. These were at like 50 cents. I mean, if we really want to, again, the thing about the daily, it just allowed us those quick, like super dirt cheap 5 cents, but these were like 20 cents still. So what I'm saying is you had a window of opportunity, and that's where another thing, oh, damn, I did it again. Sorry, I meant to show you this. See, so here are some of these contracts. I'm looking at June, but even some of, or no, that's the next week, 131. But that one went 20 cents to $1.80. But even if we went to the Junes, the lowest one on the chain, these went like $1.80. So I guess these ones only didn't go up as much. But the shorter terms, I think even May 15th, 16 cents to 40. So they were still good gains. But pretty much now, why am I even saying look at the other time frames? And because that's the window of opportunity. And now, if I wanted to play it better, I could have even done better, is if I played it bigger. But I wouldn't do that on a daily contract. Again, that's why I didn't put all my money in this, because I understood it was a daily contract. So I could have got the next week's and maybe got 1,000% or 500% on a bigger amount. Even I would have been more comfortable holding. But that's why with the daily, I was quick to sell it. I took it off in increments. I only put $50. That's why I didn't try to go $1,000 in 600 grand or whatever. It's because it's understanding the nature of the play, and it's giving, this is the system to be able to play these events. I could play events like this, a few of them. I'm doing $20, $50. I could pay 10. I could pay, think about it. I could do 10 of these news events. If I waited for 10 different events for something to get announced, or an event that didn't happen off these breaking ones, I could do 10 different weeks of $50, and I would lose $500. And even just hitting that one would have been good. Now, I'm not saying make a strategy trying to make it off of hitting the big one and losing, but this is the risk management I have. But what I'm saying is, from the get-go, understand the type of play before you get into it, so you don't unknowingly put a large amount of money in this play, lose a lot, and then now you're forced to try to make it back hitting one of these big ones. So it's actually it sounds counterintuitive, but we're trying to avoid that here. And it's understanding it's a daily, it's a weekly, and you're going to lose a lot. Or if you're going after news you can't confirm, or it's very volatile, even trading the news, you got to be cautious with how much you're playing in, unless you could really confirm the weight and the scope of the news. So that is pretty much it. I'm going to leave you with that. Hopefully this was informational. Hopefully this helped you guys out in some way. Let me know if you like the videos, the commentary style of this. If you made money, congrats. Hope you guys at the end of the day got to learn something. Even if you missed out, you got to learn something. I thought it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. It's a cool play, but you see the importance of many things all colliding. I think this is just really a giant philosophy lesson. It's being prepared. It's knowing the news, where to get it, understanding the scope, using risk management, understanding the fundamentals of the contracts and how different contracts have different values, snaking the chain, reacting quickly, using a small amount to give yourself that opportunity to throw a down payment quickly, you see? So it's a lot of things all combined at the right moment, and it was just kind of being able to put those together, and that's what trading is. That's why it's not learning a line, it's not learning a strategy. It's knowing what's going on around you, knowing your risk management, knowing what you're trading, knowing what you're buying, and letting all of these pieces of information, and when they do collide and when they do come together, it's knowing when to strike and knowing when that's going to put you in a better and great opportunity. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to see you on the watch list tomorrow, and I will see you on the live stream in the morning, baby. Let's go.